Welcome to the Gutsy Granny, and I'm Deborah Vanderhook. I have a confession to make. I got catfished. I didn't even know what the word meant. So anyway, on the Gutsy Granny, all the people that like you, I saw the picture of this hot-looking guy, and I went, well, okay, why not? So I pressed, to make conversation. And you know how you've got to make conversation with people anyway, and he's a hot-looking guy, so why not? So I made conversation, how are you, blah, 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 blah. He writes back, and it just keeps going backwards and forwards and backwards and forwards. And then he says, let's talk on WhatsApp. I go, great, terrific. So we move to WhatsApp. And I'm starting to feel, is this sort of like, this sounds a bit datey. But I thought, why not? And I've dated a lot of guys, so I'm pretty cool with being hit on. I didn't mind at all. And he was seriously good looking. So our first WhatsApp call, it's just a voice call. He sends me a picture of himself, and I go, holy shit, this guy is so hot. But my sort of hot, we've all got our own sort of hot. He's sort of blondie grey, tall, slender, muscular, and he's sitting cooking. He says, do you like cooking? Because I love to cook. And I'm like, and he cooks. I'm like, this is amazing. But I did start to notice some things that just didn't make sense. He said he was from America, but his English and his grammar and his words just didn't quite make sense. And I did show a friend, and someone said, oh, you're just too picky. And I went, oh, okay, whatever. Anyway, so he said he couldn't meet because he just left Bali and had to go on a boat. He's an engineer on a boat somewhere in Japan, isolated, blah, blah, blah. So I go, fine. And then we agreed to meet up on, I can't remember what medium it was. It was a voice call. It was actually a video call. And finally, let's cut a long story short, we meet up on the video call, and he is this gorgeous guy, face on. Beforehand, it was just a static picture of him standing with his body and the jeans coming down here, and I'm like, whoa, I could not sleep that night. I swear to God, I woke up in a state in the morning. I'm not going to go any further. Anyway, so he's got his face just staring at me, and I'm like, oh my God, he's real. Because there was this doubt, like, this is all a bit too good to be true. And then he starts talking to me, but his lips weren't in, like, it wasn't an American's voice. It was his really weird voice. I said, excuse me, I thought you were American. Oh, no, I'm originally Norwegian. And then I moved to America, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, something's really strange. And then I get him to keep talking, and the voice sounds like it could be Philippine, it could be Indian, but it definitely wasn't a Norwegian that had lived in America. So I ended the conversation, and I called up Gege. I said, Gege, I think I've been stalked. I think there's some really weird man, something really weird going on. Anyway, so Gigi does all the back work. Okay, so she cross-checks all his followers, all middle-aged women like myself. That's the 23 people he's following. He had 130 followers with 2 posts. And I'm like, I said to her, how did he get 1,300 followers in 2 posts? Because I'm thinking, whatever he's doing, I want to do. And she went, nah. And then she did a little bit more tinkering around, and we managed to block him from absolutely every side. But the reason why I'm sharing it is because it's funny, and he was hot. And for a second I thought, oh, maybe my Prince Charming is finally coming. And also I had definitively said in an interview that you may have seen or not with Kate, my muscle tester said, no, I'm not in a position at the moment to be in a relationship. So I thought, well, universe, are you trying to test me or what? Anyway, the reason why I'm sharing it is just to, I've got a team that protects me. But being on Instagram and Facebook the way we do, we're really putting ourselves out there and making ourselves very vulnerable. And we are saying, like me. We're saying, like me, follow me, be part of my world. So we're inviting people to come into our world. And there's no protection for us. We're very, very vulnerable. So girls, really be mindful when you engage with somebody. Be really, really careful. Go in with caution rather than optimism. because unfortunately, as I've learnt the hard way, if he's that good, it probably, if it's too good to be true, it probably isn't true, which is the moral of the story. So I just really wanted to share and say, my little gorgeous girls that follow me and you girls that are out there, be mindful, be careful, be cautious, because, the world isn't exactly a happy place and people are out there to take advantage of you, and they can do your brand, they can do your soul a lot of damage. So that's the pep talk from the Gutsy Granny today. Have a great time, lots of love, and take care of yourselves.